Maybe you wanted to find a tutorial for Affinity like me. And maybe also your search was something like this.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I hope you liked the intro, guys. But it really feels like this when you try to find a good manipulation video for Affinity. That's why I tried to make one for you. I hope you like it. Let's jump right into it. These are basically simple selections. Now we arrange our images. And here I saw that I made a mistake. And then we have to blend our images, so I used the soft round brush for that. And for the warping of the bridge I used the light filter. If you don't use the light filter, you can't come back to it later and change it. The next important step is to use the HSL adjustment layer, and then we bring our saturation down. And then with the curves, we try to match the brightness and the shadow levels of our individual parts. After that, we can turn our saturation back up. So some parts are more saturated than others, so we can go back to each of them and try to saturate them correctly. And here I had the feeling that the mountains didn't really blend well with the sky, so I erased some parts. And then I went to each individual layer and used the color balance adjustment, and I gave the image some color. Usually the color of the image depends on the color of the sky, so I tried to color the rest of the parts according to the sky. here I simply added some highlights. And you can always take your time with this. To make the highlights look a little more natural, I use the blend options. Also, I added the shadows. For the shadows, don't use complete black. Just use some dark color from the image. And for the temple color, I just used some yellow and sent the blend options to color dodge. To make some more contrast, I added orange glow to the stones. Also, of course, the bridge would reflect some colors from the stone, so I added that. And for the last part, I went to the developer mode and adjusted basically every setting. You can play around with this. And if you find some mistakes, you can always go back. And we are finished.